now Brazil. So, you know, it's not a whole lot different. It's just crazy how much more involved the fans like to be here. The fans are very, very passionate about sports, both soccer and now UFC, and it's something that is awesome for me to be a part of. You know, looking back on this in the future, it's going to be an awesome experience for me to think about. So I'm excited to be a part of it, and actually we get to make history here. Me and Jose, we're the first featherweights to actually fight for the main event on any card in the UFC. So it's awesome for us to make history, and I'm just glad to be a part of it. So, honestly, I think it's the same way in the United States. You get a lot of the fighters that are not big names. They're just kind of in the middle, you know, from bottom, middle to top, and you're still getting guys that you know, only get a few $1,000s for sponsorships here and there. So, you know, I think it's just because the sport is so new and there's a lot of big resources that haven't been tapped into yet. And I think now that a lot of you know, people are starting to see how big the UFC is getting, that everyone's starting to want to throw money in now. So I think you know, with Brazil, it's pretty much the same thing with the United States. I'm seeing you know, a lot more sponsors from Brazil now. A lot of Brazilian people sponsoring American fighters also. So I actually had a few people talk to my managers from Brazil that wanted to sponsor. Obviously we couldn't because they were conflicting, but you know, it's something that's, I think it's just starting to get bigger and bigger as the sport grows. There's no rivalry with me with the Flamengo and Vasco. It's for me, I'm an athlete and I enjoy watching sports. I'm not Brazilian, so I don't know 100% about all the rivalry and what causes it and why it's there. So for me, it's you know, it's just me wanting to watch a sport in the United States. And you know, Fabio Prado is my jiu-jitsu coach, and he's a big fan of Vasco. So for me, it's, you know, going to hang out with Fabio one day at his house and maybe the game's on and I watch it. You know, I try to ask him a lot of information about the team, but sometimes it's hard for me to understand because of you know, the language barrier. But you know, I'm trying to learn more about it every day, and you know, it's something that I just enjoy watching. So like I said, there's no rivalry with me. It's just a sport that I enjoy. I'm Chad Mendes, and I'm on MMA TV. Yeah, it's just something, like I said, I'm not about any rivalry here. This isn't about a rivalry with me. It's just something.